Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Morgan, and today I'm going to be doing a review of this new planner that was just released from Aura Estelle and Annie Plans. It was a collaboration between those two shops, and I went ahead and picked up the Daily Classic. They have two of them that they offer. One is the Weekly Classic. I chose the Daily. It's B6 size, and I thought I would just go over it with you guys. Point out some of the details about the planner itself, compare it to Hobonichi and Stalogy, and yeah, just kind of have some fun. So I hope that I cover everything. If there's a question that you have that I didn't answer, please feel free to put it in a comment below, and then I can find out the answer for you that way. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is B6 size. You can see very, very similar to a Stalogy as far as the cover. The Stalogy is a little bit smoother. You can see that there. And here you can kind of see that texture on the Aura Estelle one. And it's not bumpy, but it definitely has a texture to it. Very nice quality. One of the questions that I had that I couldn't find the answer to was if it's has the same binding as Hobonichi does as far as having it lay flat when you open it. It does lay flat, so that answers that question. But I guess the other part of my question was if it's bound the same way. I think it is. It's definitely stitched. You can see that there, and I'm assuming this was kind of the main part of my question is how will the binding hold up as you stuff it with stickers and washi and stuff like that. But since this is a new planner, I don't think anybody really knows the answer to that question, so it's kind of something that just remains to be seen. I should probably preface this by saying that when I heard that they were coming out with these planners, I immediately knew that I wanted to get one. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that I don't use B6 size planner. So when I decided I wanted to buy it, I was like, what the heck am I going to use it for? And I am just going to figure that out later. I wanted to get it in my hands, see how I felt about it. Do I think it's going to replace my main planner? No. I'm pretty much stuck with the Cousin. I love it. And the size, the A5 size is great too. But you never know. So stranger things have happened. But I did want to get the planner and, like I said, get it in my hands, see what it was all about, and then just kind of go from there as far as how I'm going to use it. I am needing something to brain dump into at the end of the day for next year. Right now I'm just using my A6 little Stalogy here, just kind of scratch paper type of thing. So I do need something for that, so maybe this planner will fit the bill for that. We'll see. It is a really nice planner, I will tell you guys. Really nice quality. They give you this little booklet here with your planner, and it's like an informational packet that will tell, or informational booklet that just kind of tells you some different details about the planner itself. The first thing that I want to start with though is the inside. Okay, so here, this is my, like I said, this is my little brain dump guy. So you can see the Stalogy has the gray. It's gray also. It's darker than the Aura Estelle. You can see that. And then I don't have my Hobonichi Cousin down here just because it's full of all of my stuff, and so I thought it'd be really difficult to show you the inside anyway, but it is that yellow color that Hobonichi uses on the inside. So, but I did want you to see the gray of the Aura Estelle in comparison to the gray of the Stalogy. So the Stalogy is going to be darker. Very much the same. You've got this first page here that kind of connects to this thicker cardstock here. Then you have a yearly overview. You got 4 years here. And this is nice for reference or tracking your cycle. This is great for that, and you could actually have 4 years in one view, which is really nice. The paper in here is the same as the Hobonichi the Hobonichi Tomoe River paper. I thought that this paper was a little bit thicker, maybe like a 68, but as I went through the video that Aura Estelle has on the YouTube channel, it is also 52. So it is the same as Hobonichi uses. It is the same color. This is just one of the Hobonichi notebooks, and it's a plain notebook, so I figured it would be nice to show. So you can see, as far as, let's get one of the grid pages here, a little bit easier to see. You can see that the color is very, very similar. The Hobonichi Weeks has a more yellowish tint to the paper, but all of the other Hobonichi books have that kind of whiter paper, and this planner is the same. So okay, yeah, so 52 GSM. There are 460 pages in this notebook, in the daily classic, and in the weekly, I think there are more pages, I think, if I remember correctly. Well, let's just flip to this one here. So this is a 4-page yearly overview. So you've got 3 columns per page that you can use, you know, January, February, March, April, May, June. And then for the rest of the year, you could use it for future log, which is probably what I would use it for. You can also use it for like gratitude entries, anything really. And in this little pamphlet here, let's see, what is it here? On the back page here, it gives you some ideas that you can use it for. And I love that they included this because it really helps kind of get a picture in your mind of different things that you could use these pages for. So they've got trackers, important dates, anything that you might need to track on a monthly basis. So that is really nice. So you get a full year of that. Then it goes directly into the monthly pages. And I really like this layout. You know, in the cousin, you've got the sidebar over here. So it does kind of throw me off a little bit because I'm used to that. But it isn't something that, you know, that it doesn't really bother me a whole lot. Probably what I would do is I would probably use this side as like my to-do list, where I would different things that I want to get done during the month. And then of course you've got 2 spaces down here that you can put down washi, or if you want to put washi here and here, or you know, whatever kind of combination that you want to do. But you can also use these sections for your notes as well. I love that it's undated, so you can make it a Monday start or a Sunday start if you want. Pretty much it's open to whatever you want. I was thinking about this too. If they make an A5, which I think that they said that they're considering making other sizes, so that's really exciting because I could see myself using this instead of the Stalogy. So if you have been watching my channel, you know that last year, well, the first half of this year too, I used an A5 Stalogy, and I had to draw out all of my calendars and stuff, which isn't a huge deal, but it is nice that they have it already done for you in this notebook. And I love that it's someone in our planner community that we all know. I think everybody knows who Annie is with Annie Plans, and Aura Estelle is a company that makes beautiful planners. So it's just kind of nice to, you know, support some fellow planner people. So that's really nice. Not that I don't love to support Hobonichi or Stalogy, but you guys know what I mean. So yes, you've got, I think, 12. Yes. So you have a full year, no extra calendars, which you know, isn't a deal breaker for me. Usually I just use them for pre-planning anyway, but, and then we get into the daily pages here, or the weekly pages. So I'm going to, I need to grab something so that you can see. I guess you can see it a little bit, but I just wanted to, there we go. Okay. So on this side you have like a weekly section here. Now I would use this for any events that I have during the week coming up, or appointments, you know, timed things like that. And then this is just free space where you can write out a to-do list. Before I started doing videos, I was actually using a B6 Stalogy as my planner. And this is very similar to the layout that I would do as far as this page goes. So I would have a weekly layout and then a free space where I would write in to-do lists. And then my daily pages were actually divided into two. Now, if you go to the Aura Estelle website, they offer a weekly classic, and that is where you'll have 2 days per page. So that is pretty much what I used in my B6 as far as the layout goes. So I love that they incorporated this, because this is very handy, and this is definitely how my brain works as far as having this column here that I can go to and say, okay, what do I have for this week? What do I need to do for this week? It's all on this one page. I like that. And then we get into the daily pages here. And I'll grab this little pamphlet. So you can see we've got our monthly calendar here, just pretty basic, self-explanatory. And then they go over the weekly spread here. And you can kind of see how they have it broken down into the different areas and what each section is made for. So you've got the free space on the side, which, you know, you can use, like I was saying, for to-do lists. You can put your trackers there. I love that they did this, because it really, like I said, helps you kind of get it into your brain what it's going to look like. And then you've got the weekly boxes there going down the left-hand side. The options are endless, really, as far as what you could use it for. It's just kind of whatever you need it to be, and I love that. All right, now, well, here, I'll show you this one too. This is for the daily page. Kind of shows you how, like an example of how they would use it. We've got, look this up here. Oh, I guess you can see it pretty well. Okay, so you've got the top section here, which is, you can put washi up there. It's a 15 millimeter, so it'll fit washi. You can do date headers, anything like that. Then you've got this section here, which has 4 check boxes. And then you've got 3 columns. This one is obviously a little bit taller because that section doesn't go clear across there. And on the left-hand side here, you can see you've got these little marks going all the way down the page. You can use those for hours, like the days, or the hours of the day, or you can use them as a checklist. So again, I love they left it blank, because you can do what you want with it. Personally, when I use my Hobonichi Cousin, I ignore the hours, you know, that timed thing on the side of each column. I just don't see it anymore. It doesn't bother me. But I love that they gave this to us blank, to just a clean slate, make it what you want. The grid in here is 3.8 millimeters. In the Hobonichi, this here, this is the A5, and it is 3.7. So very, very similar. This is 3.8, this is 3.7. In the A6 Hobonichi, it is 4 millimeter, so just a little bit bigger. Now in the Stalogy, get your blank page back here. Stalogy grid is going to be much bigger. In the A6, the A6 Stalogy, the grid is a 5mm, which is the same as the B6. And then the A5 is 4mm. So all of the Stalogy grids are bigger than the Hobonichi grid or the Aura Estelle. So just kind of give you a frame of reference here. But you could, and also you can see that the paper in the Stalogy, when I'm looking at it here, just with my eyes, the Stalogy paper looks whiter than the Hobonichi looks more yellow, and the Aura Estelle looks more similar to the Stalogy paper. And as I'm looking at it through the camera, they kind of all look the same. So it's not a noticeable difference, you know, to me. Obviously the Hobonichi Weeks is going to have that yellow tint to the paper. Definitely going to be a difference. But these three are very, very similar. So, all right. So we've got the grid. I went over that. There are 10 grids per column across. And this planner will fit regular size stickers. So like the Erin Condren size stickers, you know, Happy Planner, stuff like that, that pretty much every shop uses. Those stickers will fit in here perfectly. So I like that they did that, because you don't have to have a special sticker kit for this planner like you do in the Hobonichi Cousin. You know, you need the certain size stickers. So it's really nice that they made this more of that standard size column width, so you can fit all your stickers in there. And then you just go on for the week here with each page, and then you start your new week. So you've got your monthly section, your weekly section, and then in the back they give you 12 blank grid pages, which is nice. There we go. You can see that. And that's just what they look like. Just plain grid. And you get 12 of those. And then the book does not have any extra pages, as far as like where the Hobonichi Cousin has all of those reference pages in the back. This doesn't have anything like that. So no wasted pages. Everything is usable. So I like that. All right. So the next thing I wanted to do is a pen test. Now, what I decided to do, I've got my 3 notebooks here. What I thought I would do, I'm going to get to a page here that doesn't have writing on it. So what I thought I would just do is go through, and this is just my blank notebook. I don't have anything in it yet. And I wanted to start using it for something, and I think I'm going to use it for pen testing. So we'll just get that started today. I have a variety of pens and markers. Take some of these out here. Some of my favorites. Now I'm guessing that the paper, since it is Tomoe River paper, it's going to be very, I think that's a good variety. I think it's going to be very similar as far as dry time to the Cousin or the Hobonichi paper. Set aside. Okay. But we'll see. So what I notice, first of all, I have this Energel Clena, which I love. 2 things about that. Actually, I'm going to go to the back page here. 2 things about that is it takes forever to dry, and it ghosts on the paper pretty badly. So there you can see that through the paper. Go ahead and, I've got this Proppy fountain pen that I got from Hobonichi. And then my go-to Pentel RSVP, which I love. Got a Sarasa, Zebra Sarasa here. And I picked some brown ones just because. As you can tell, I'm really into brown right now. My nails, my sweatshirt. And then I brought down some Tombos as well. And then a Papermate Flare. So there you can see that. And the Klenna is dry. So that's good. I think that dried pretty quickly, actually. All right, so let's set that one aside. And then I'm gonna do these real quick, and then we'll come back and compare them. Okay, so what I did was I did all the pen tests, and then after I was done swatching them all, I ran my finger across each of the Klenna because those are the ones that take the longest to dry. The Hobonichi paper was not completely dry, so it did smear just a little bit, so FYI. And yeah, you can see that it's pretty similar as far as writing. All of them are really smooth. No, you know, big things really stick out to me as far as like differences in how the pens write on the paper. Let's go ahead and look at the ghosting. So you can see that on the top one is the Hobonichi paper. Really, all of them are very, very similar. The Klenna did bleed, or not bleed, but ghost a little bit more on the Hobonichi paper than it did on the Aura Estelle or the Stalogy. If that's something that bothers you, just kind of be aware of that. It doesn't necessarily bother me. I'm pretty used to it. I love Tomoe River paper, so it does not bother me. So yeah, you can see all very similar as far as ghosting. The Aura Estelle, I was trying to feel the texture of, you know how you can feel the texture of the pen, the pressure of the pen through the paper. And they're all very similar. Now, I don't know what weight, well, let me preface this first. So the Stalogy paper is not Tomoe River paper. It's very similar. I don't know like what actually it's called. If you know, definitely let me know in the comments below. Not Tomoe River paper. And I also don't think that it's coated in anything, which I think if I remember right, the Hobonichi paper is coated in something so that it will take fountain pen ink well. So just kind of something to be aware of, that the Stalogy is not Tomoe River paper. These two are. So the Aura Estelle and obviously the Hobonichi planners are the Tomoe River paper. But you can see that they're all very, very similar as far as ghosting and thickness. And that's kind of what I was coming to with the Stalogy paper, is I don't know what the actual thickness of this paper is. And I should have looked it up ahead of time, but I just didn't think about it. But as I was kind of going through here and comparing how the pens write on the paper and the pressure marks that you can feel through it, made me wonder what the thickness is. I mean, it's got to be really similar to the thickness of the Tomoe River paper. which is 58 GSM, or 52 GSM, as well as the Aura Estelle and the Hobonichi. Those are 52 as well. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for my review of the new Aura Estelle Annie-Plans planner. If you have any questions, let me know. As far as I can tell, this is a very, very nice planner. Some things will just kind of have to be told with use as far as the binding and you know, how it's going to hold up under tons of stickers and washi, but as far as I can tell, you guys, it's a beautiful planner. So I would definitely check out the Aura Estelle website. I'll put the link to it below. I believe that these are sold out currently, but they are doing a restock, and I believe that they are going to try to do some different sizes as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, you could pop them an email and just kind of give them some feedback and say, hey, I would love it if you would bring this planner in an A5 size or an A6 size. So just something to think about. All right, guys, thanks for being here and for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.